Get up here and say, roll tide, baby. Roll tide. When you get into college coaching, it's a tough road. You know, it's so hard to get your first job. You move around like crazy. You live week to week. You work in baseball camps for peanuts. And when you're doing that, at times you question what you're doing. And you have these dreams to one day lead your own program and to coach in this league. And for that dream to come true for me today is just such a blessing. Thank you. There's so many people to thank, and I'll try to be brief, but first, Greg, President Bell, the Board of Trustees, Finest Gaston, everyone involved in the hiring process. I can't thank you enough for believing in me, giving me this opportunity, believing in my vision for the program. I have a recruiting background, and my biggest recruit by far is my wife, Kim. You can't do this job without marrying the right person, and anybody that works in college athletics knows the pace that we work at, the time and energy, the passion that we put into what we do, and I got that one right. Thank you. George Greer gave me my first coaching opportunity at Wake Forest in 2001, and he allowed me to attend the Wake Forest MBA program full-time, and not only that, he let me coach, and I made so many mistakes, but that's the best way to learn, is to make mistakes. So I'm so thankful to Coach Greer for giving me my first job. I probably caught my biggest break in 2004 when John Cohen brought me on staff to Kentucky. He saw something in me at that point in time that I'm not sure that I saw in myself. We had a tremendous run there. John has progressed from a hard-driving boss that made me uncomfortable and pushed me to my limits to a mentor and now a friend. And John, I love you and thank you for everything that you've done for me. I was with Gary Henderson for 12 years, and anybody that's involved in this league in any way, shape, or form, being in the SEC, those are like dog years. So 12 years is just an eternity. And Gary is one of the best baseball coaches in the game. I think going forward, you will see a larger Gary Henderson imprint in the way that I run the program and run practice than anybody I've been involved with. And I thank Gary for the opportunities and the influence he's had on me. The last 20 months I've been with Butch Thompson, and Butch is as fine of a man as there is in college athletics. And he's a brother. And probably the biggest thing I've taken from Butch is you can do this job and be a good person and love the kids. And, you know, deep down they want to be pushed, and you can do it and still love them. And I thank Butch for the opportunity at Auburn. I thank him for being such a close friend. There's two pro scouts among many that are great friends, but Sean Gibbs and Tim O'Neill are two of my best friends and have just had a tremendous impact on the way that I evaluate players. And I would not have had the recruiting success that I've had without their guidance and the knowledge I've taken from them over the years. And really, most of all, I'm just so thankful to all of my former players. I mean, everybody that I've ever recruited and coached. You know, in the 14 years I've been in the league, I have not gotten a hit. I have not made a pitch. You know, it's really all about the kids. They're the ones making the plays, and I'm just thankful to each and every one of them for buying into me and what I was selling at the time and for giving me everything they had while playing for me. I really think that anything can be achieved here at the University of Alabama. My goal going forward is to make Alabama the absolute best place to play college baseball in the country, and we have everything we need in place to make that happen. We're going to do that by being a players first program. Everything that we do as a coaching staff is going to be about making sure that our kids get their college degree, about helping them to grow as men and hopefully one day be great husbands and fathers, and also to help them become the best version of themselves as a baseball player. I can't wait to start recruiting. I can't wait to get kids on campus this week and show them our great place. And I can't wait to look them in the eye and look the parents in the eye and say, hey, if you come to Alabama, you can win an SEC championship because that's been done 14 times before. You can be a first-team All-American because we've had 15 of those. We can go to the College World Series because it's been done 5 times. You can be a first-round draft pick. It's all been done here before. I mean, this is a program that has won 2,500 games. And that's just unbelievable. And a big part of that, or because of the great coaches that have been here before, Joe Sewell, Barry Schellenberger, Jim Wells, and Mitch Gaspard and staff have done a great job of creating tradition that needs to be a competitive advantage for us going forward. I've coached in this league for 14 years, and you can't survive in this league, much less thrive, if you have a lot of shortcomings. You're really forced to figure things out. I've finished first in the league and I've finished last, and I'm very clear on the difference, and it all starts on the mound. Early on, we're going to coach to our personnel. I think it's important initially for me and my coaching staff to adjust to our players. Over time, we're going to strive to be balanced. I love 3-run home runs, but you also need to be able to score at times without getting a hit, because it's tough to string together 5 hits on a Friday night in our league when you're facing a future big leaguer. We have an extremely impressive list of alumni, and I'm so excited to get to know all of them that I can. Not only are you going to be welcome here, but we want you here. And again, we have a tremendous alumni base, and we want you all to be involved, and we want that to be a competitive advantage for us. Having recruited the area heavily for the last 20 months, I've developed so many strong relationships. There's just an outstanding group of high school, junior college, and travel baseball coaches in the area. Guys, you're going to be hearing from us often. And we're going to recruit from the inside out. I would love to have a team full of Alabama kids. I would love that. But you know what? We have a national brand. We have an amazing place, and we can get kids from anywhere, and we'll do that. There's a lot of work to be done. We all know that. And there's no shortcuts. I don't have any magic dust. But I can't wait to roll my sleeves up and get to work. Again, thank you. I owe everyone involved just a tremendous amount of gratitude for providing me this opportunity. It's not something that I take lightly. And roll tide.